Yeah, I'm all right. I'm fine.
Shoulder bugging you a little bit?
Nah.
What do you kind of attribute just kind of the ups and downs for you in these first few games? I know it's just a small
Uh,
sample size.
I just haven't played well. That's all it is.
When you look back, is it frustrating? Is it anything that kind of causes you any?
Definitely. I mean, obviously, when you're out there offensively, you want to make shots, and I just haven't. So it's just a slow start.
Lucas talked about you only took one free throw in the last game. Just the way you're usually in the key all the time, you should have had at least more than one. Not so much an official's question, but just the rule change. Is there something there that is different for you with sort of the unnatural motion that they're doing now?
I ain't never seen me do those shit that's unnatural, so I don't have an answer to that one.
Does it seem like you shouldn't be like that? That seems like more of a perimeter, like emphasis on the rules where guys are kicking out stuff like that. If you're driving, doesn't it seem like the game maybe should be called the same way?
I mean, the first game I shot 10, the next game I shot I think 4, and then the last game I shot 1. So I didn't play any different from the first game to the last game. So I don't know. I shot 10 the first game. So
Mentally, does it mess with you not getting the calls?
nah, because obviously when we're talking to guys and the officiating, they tell me that this is after games. They tell me that this should be a foul. This shouldn't be a foul. Or if I gathered and they call the foul and then they call it on the floor, that should be 2 free throws. For me, I'm not worried about it. At the end of the day, I have to make shots. It's not about just getting to the free throw line.
As you look kind of the way things have gone in the fourth quarter, Luke's been really critical of the pace. What do you think has just kind of changed for your team in that period?
I mean, right now we just haven't been a good second half team. We've been one of the better teams in the first half. We've gone to I think every game with the first half lead. For us, we just have to. We always talk about it, just trying to piece together as much of a 48-minute game as we can. And right now we've done great in the first 24 minutes, and sometimes that third quarter has been shaky, but the fourth quarter we just haven't been able to finish games. Just most of the game, the first 2 games at least, we've had leads up until like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then we kind of broke down. But for us, we just have to be able to finish games well, continue to play the way that we're playing. But obviously, a lot of times in the fourth quarter, things can slow down. But for us, we just have to continue to execute and do what we did in the first half.
You've been through this enough times to know that, like, every game, whether it's early in the year or late in the year, every game counts. Is there any sense of urgency to start finishing some of these games where you do have a chance to win them?
Definitely. I mean, it's a lot of times it's just details. It's a missed box out or not setting screens or not using screens, not getting downhill, not doing what we started off the game doing. Because I think the first 3 games, I think we started off the game at a high level, both offensively and defensively, scoring over 30 points, keeping them under 30 points. I think we've done it every game so far. And just the third and fourth quarter, I think we've given up 30 points in each of those quarters in all three of the first games. But like I said, for us, it's just continue to do what we're doing. It's not necessarily just changing things because we're not going out there and we're not being a different team in the second half. It's just the little things, the details. The 2 or 3 extra possessions that we're giving up, or the 2 or 3 fast breaks that we're giving up in the third and fourth quarter. It's just those little things that can continue to snowball effect.
Do you think that there's going to be a moment where it just clicks and you'll be right back to? Are you waiting for sort of that breakthrough moment?
Like myself or
yourself?
I mean, obviously, you want it to work like that, but no matter what happens, you still come in here, you work. And you let the work show. Everybody goes through those things, and at the beginning of the season, for me right now, that's what it is. But I'm continuing to go out there and play, continue to defend. I'm out there starting on a lot of teams' best, better perimeter players. So it's other things that I can do to affect the game.
Is there a reason you can point to that the performance has been different first half versus second half for you guys? Is it fatigue? Is it more than that?
Nah, I think it's just some of the lapses. Some of the lapses are happening, too often in the second half.
Best and worst costume?
Best and worst costume from the party? Tyrese did a lot, so he doesn't count. Alex Lynn, Rico. Davion didn't take off his mask.
So is that the best? Those are the worst?
Those are the best.
Okay. Worst.
Every doesn't count.
Okay, count, all right.